Hey guys, Greg with Cash. I'm bringing another quick video. Today's video I wanted to show you guys some stuff that I do with video games like I talked about on the channel. So we'll look at that for a second. As you can see right here, I picked up a ton of Nintendo Switch games. You're wondering how much did I pay for them, how many games total there are, stuff like that. Where did I find the deal, how much the value is, stuff like that. I'll discuss all that with you really quick. So I found a deal on Kijiji. It's a local, it's similar to Marketplace, but it's like a local one for Canada. And what I did was I found this guy on there and he was looking to offload most of his Nintendo Switch collection. And he told me that at the time there was only 8 of them that were in plastic and the rest were, so it was total of 29 games, but he told me that he had 8 in plastic. So I was like, cool, that sounds great. And then I asked him what he wanted. We came to an agreement. It worked out that he wanted for 29 games. It was $575 Canadian, 424 USD. And so I was like, okay, that sounds somewhat reasonable if you have sealed games. I said, let me see. I wanted to see the condition. I wanted to look at these to see if they, if all the cartridges were with them, stuff like that, to make sure that they were there. So he brought them over to my house. And I went through them. There's 29 games total. There was also, so I'm only showing, I think it's 27 here, but there was also a Mario Kart game and a Mario Odyssey game. I do buy, sell, trade, and flip and stuff like that. So I made it home probably 10-15 minutes, let people know that I had just picked up a new collection of games. And within an hour, I had sold the Mario Kart and Mario Odyssey. So I sold those out of the 575 just on 2 games. I had already made back 100 Canadian or 73 USD. And then I'll show you some of the games that were in here. And the other thing to mention that I want to mention to you is that when he came to my house and I started looking through the bag and I started looking at the games that were here, as you can tell, there's a lot of them that are sealed. And he said 8 of these were sealed. Well, when I went through it out of 29 games, 18 of them were sealed brand new in the box that he had never opened, not the seal or anything on them. So I went through them. A few of them, for example, like you got Castlevania Anniversary Collection Limited Run, for example. That's an $85 game brand new in the plastic, for example. You got Sonic and Sonic Mania, for example. That's another one brand new in the plastic, never opened. You have Octopath Traveler, another decent game, brand new in the plastic, never opened. Like, it's insane to me. And so I went through these, and like Crash Bandicoot, brand new in the plastic, Olympic Games, brand new in the plastic. This one's open, Saints Row. It's still a $20 Canadian game. So, and then Ultimate Alliance, the Black Order 3. I looked that game up as well, and that's another $35, $40 Canadian game as well. So another thing, I'm going to explain to you guys what I did. So I spent $575 knowing that the value of these games was a bit higher. I didn't realize how many were sealed, obviously, but I knew that it was going to be valued a bit higher. I was expecting to get them, pull a few from my collection, keep some, sell some, and then get my money back, and then keep the difference in games. I'll explain to you what happened. So when I come home with deals like this, I'll tell you exactly where I go, exactly what I do. I go to price charting. It's a website where you can check the value of Pokemon cards, stuff like that, as well as video games. And it will explain to you once you type in the game, if you click the game, the system, and it will break it down to you if it's loose, if it's in the box, if it has the manual, and if it's brand new. So I went through these games, 27 games, and I kept putting all of them in, and I was scanning the UBC code or UPC codes that was on price charting, and I paid $575, and the condition and the value of these games and the condition that they are, it came out to $991.62 Canadian. I don't know what that is exactly in American because I didn't look it up right before this video, but it's well over $700. So at minimum, I made on the deal, like just in Canadian, I'll probably make, you know, on a bad night or on a bad month or something, getting rid of all these games, I'll probably make $375 profit. And it's somewhere around there, or $350 profit. It would be somewhere around that in American too. It might be like $300 in profit in American. So that's why I buy these games and I'm collecting them and stuff like that. Another thing you want to do is, like, when you open games, you want to check, like, that one's got a sales receipt in it. That's something, you know what I mean? That's you can give that to another customer and say, here's the receipt for it if you're ever wondering, and there you go. But you want to check, like, when you're picking up used games and stuff like that, you want to take them out, You want to look at them and make sure they're in decent condition. You want to see, this is a bad example, but in like older retro games, you want to check to see if the manual is there as well most of the time. The condition of the manual, the condition of the box it's in. All these things factor huge into how much a game is worth. So that's good to know about, and you want to continue to, like, when you go on price charting, it's going to say like various conditions. For example, if this game, Saints Row game, if it was just this, it's much cheaper than if it was actually a complete game with the actual box, the manual, stuff like that. So if you have the manual and stuff like that, I'm just giving people heads up. Like, I like to do buy, sell, and trade, so you might want to check value of video games. Like, I go to flea markets, I go to yard sales, I go to garage sales, and I look for stuff on weekends, and I offer people what they're asking for it if it's reasonable, and I'll take that and I come home and I'll post it in Facebook Marketplace, I post it on Kijiji, eBay, I post it anywhere I can to get the sale, and I flip stuff all the time for extra revenue every month. So it's very easy and straightforward. Like, these games will net me probably $350, $375 in profit on them. So $575, and I'll probably flip them for $900, $925, something like that. And or if I don't sell some of them, I'll probably keep some of these for my collection, because like I said, they're brand new in the plastic, some of them. So, and which the value just goes up on those over time. Anything brand new in the plastic, the value will continue to shoot up over time. So with that being said, guys, I don't think there's a lot more to this video. I just wanted to show you and bring you into my world and show you what I do sometimes. I flip video games. I'll flip computers. I'll flip cell phones. I'll flip anything that will generate revenue as long as it makes a profit. So with that being said, I hope everybody's having a great day. Happy farming and happy mining, guys.